It's Friday, June 6th.
I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
President Trump versus Elon Musk. Two of the most powerful people on the planet are feuding over Trump's big, beautiful spending bill.
This sad and tragic event is preventable through immunization.
Ontario's top doctor confirming a baby born premature with measles has died. It's the first death linked to the virus in Canada this year.
We won't negotiate in public, and we'll let the Prime Minister do his work, and we will let all ministers do their work.
Trade talks. Ottawa keeping tight-lipped on direct discussions between Prime Minister Mark Carney and President Donald Trump.
Handing off. Bertrand has one touchdown. He has two.
And we're off. The Saskatchewan Roughriders kicking off the 2025 CFL season with a win over the Red Blacks. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to Your Morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
Hi, good morning. I'm Winston C. Happy Friday. And might I say,
yes,
you both looked stunning last night at the Bell up front.
Thank you.
I was following on Instagram, and you guys all looked great. Kelsey, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a really fun event. It's the CTV upfront, or I should say Bell Media upfront that we were at yesterday, where they launch all of the shows that'll be on your TV screens in September, and it's a really fun event. It's great because we get to see people we haven't seen in a long time.
Like and you were among the celebrities.
Oh, that was pretty cool. That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
And you did a great job.
Oh, thanks. I helped orchestrate Chad Michael Murray and Vashi Capellos getting to see each other.
Did you actually? Because Vashi was like, I want to meet him.
I laughed. She's like, I don't know if I should go and say hi. And I was like, you just did a sit down with the Prime Minister. You can go and talk to Chad Michael Murray. Anyway,
oh my God, I have more questions for you after that.
Yeah.
From the Prime Minister to the U.S. President, can we talk about this feud? Are you guys following this? This feud between the President of the United States and the world's richest man, well, it has turned personal.
He's not the first. People leave my administration. Some of them embrace it, and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome.
Okay, let me get caught up. Elon Musk was the top White House cost cutter. Remember that? Before he left over President Trump's big, beautiful spending bill. So after President Trump's comments, those ones in the Oval Office, Musk hit back by saying, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election." One of President Trump's posts says, "I asked him to leave. I took away the EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars and nobody wanted." Elon Musk then posted, without providing proof, that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the reason they have not been made public. And then Donald Trump threatening Musk with this: "The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts." Investors obviously watching this feud, this breakup play out, this big, beautiful breakup, I'm going to call it. Tesla shares fell more than 14%. This is huge. Over fears that President Trump may follow through on his threats. By the end of the trading day, Tesla lost $150 billion of its value. Well, the federal government is keeping pretty tight-lipped on intensifying trade talks with the U.S. during this ongoing trade war.
Are you any closer to reaching a deal? How would you describe this discussion?
Guys, do you really think I'll answer that question?
Officials in Canada and in the U.S. are confirming that Prime Minister Carney and U.S. President Trump are in direct communication. Both Industry Minister Melanie Joly and a U.S. Embassy official have said their governments won't be negotiating in public. This news comes as President Trump escalates the trade war by doubling tariffs on steel and aluminum imports this week to 50%. So since then, Ontario Premier Doug Ford and the Canadian Steel Producers Associations have been calling on Ottawa to retaliate. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mark Carney has spoken with China's Premier. The Prime Minister's office says the two exchanged views on bilateral relations. They also agreed to regularize channels of communication between China and Canada. Prime Minister Carney raised concerns around the trade of canola and seafood. The Prime Minister's office also saying they agreed to work together to address the fentanyl crisis. In other news today, a baby born prematurely with measles has died in southwestern Ontario.
It is indeed a sad day. It's a stark reminder of the seriousness of this virus.
Ontario's top doctor, Dr. Kieran Moore, says the baby contracted the virus before birth from the baby's mom, who was not immunized. Dr. Moore also said the baby had other serious medical complications. This is the first death linked to measles this year in Canada. More than 2,000 people have been infected in Ontario since the current outbreak started in October. Dr. Kieran Moore is urging people to get vaccinated. The union representing Canada Post workers has agreed to return to the bargaining table. The union says it will resume negotiations in good faith and expects Canada Post to do the same. This comes as the union has also filed an unfair labor practice complaint against Canada Post. It accuses the Crown Corporation of bargaining directly with members and trying to discredit the union's reputation. Earlier this week, Jobs Minister Patty Hajdu urged the two sides to return to the table. All right, Oilers fans, it's go time.
Nugent Hopkins with it. Here's McDavid. Out in front. Score! Leon Draisaitl!
We do understand if you're still riding this high, of course, Avi. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final goes tonight in Edmonton. Leon Draisaitl scoring 2 goals, including the overtime winner in Game 1 in that comeback win. Puck drops, by the way, 8 p.m. Eastern. It was a costly win for the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. That's rough for me to say this morning, as they open the 2025 CFL season at home.
See what they can do with Brown getting chased by Malik Carney. He got him. The Rider defense stands strong again.
The Riders managing to hold off the Red Blacks to earn a 31-26 win to kick off the season. However, they lost 4 starters to injury. Not good. It was a bit of a back-and-forth game. Ottawa opening the scoring before Saskatchewan putting up 17 straight, taking a 17-7 lead to halftime. Things got much closer in the second half, but the Rough Riders' defense stood strong for the win. Week 1 of the CFL season continues tonight as the Argos visit the Alouettes. You can catch all the action on TSN. The Hotel Saskatchewan in Regina has unveiled a few new additions in the name of truth and reconciliation.
I wanted to create a piece that really reflects that vastness and that place that we all call home.
Artist Harley Sinclair, it's beautiful, painted that piece that will soon go on display at the hotel. It's gorgeous. His piece of a beautiful Saskatchewan sunset will greet visitors at the hotel. The hotel also announced it will be flying the Treaty 4 flag and Métis Nation flag next to the provincial flags and the Pride Progress flags. In other words, they want everyone, and they want to make it really clear that everybody is welcome at their hotel.